Find something else to do. We find the chick of my dreams, my wife Marjorie. That life for me, it ain't gonna be good without her.
You shouldn't feel guilty for anything.
Well, it looks like Steve Harvey is afraid to lose his wife Marjorie so much, so he is ready to destroy the entire internet to hush her alleged affair with the family personnel. And while both Steve and his wife already addressed the crazy rumors swirling online during the past week, there are still many giveaways that point that Marjorie was actually sleeping with another man on the side. And it's not just her shady past, but other things too. So let's dig into this story and get to the roots of the truth.
They knew I was a high risk, so they knew what to expect.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live channel. Have you noticed how quickly Steve Harvey's minions are working to remove all unpleasant information about Marjorie's alleged affair with the family staff members? It almost looks like Steve is using his influence and money to shut down the rumor and get back to his life as a family man and relationship guru. Well, seems to many people that Steve and his family are only trying to hush the entire scandal that may tarnish his image and lead to a painful and costly divorce under the pressure of the society. And this is something Steve cannot afford if he wants to keep making money and spend them on his lovely wifey.
Me and your mama is spending 85% of all the money I'm making.
As you may know, a bit earlier last month, Marjorie, who has been married to Steve for 16 years, was accused of cheating on her husband with their bodyguard and personal chef. She has insisted that the rumors are foolishness and lies. Writing on her personal Instagram, "My husband and I don't usually stop to address all the foolishness and lies that have been spread about us. However, it seems like the rumors hit the pain point, and as insiders now claim, these wild speculations are in fact true." Well, Marjorie believes that she has Steve in her iron grip, and that's why she's allowed herself to enjoy affairs throughout their entire marriage.
I'd be willing to trade my man for a really good what?
Pool boy.
Well, that sounds quite humiliating, especially when you say it live on TV, but it seems like Marjorie doesn't even care about what Steve is thinking, and whether is he aware of her extramarital shenanigans with other men. But guys, once you learn more of this lady's shady past, it becomes clear that she is capable of anything. Did you know, guys, that before becoming Steve's third wife, Marjorie was in fact his mistress, and she has been sleeping with him while he was still married to his second wife, Mary Lee? It's even speculated that Marjorie was even the one who assisted the Family Feud host with an attorney during the divorce proceedings from his now ex-wife, Mary, and right after the divorce was settled, the path was clear, so Marjorie upgraded from a mistress to wife.
Court and say, oh, this woman has no job, socially she is of no significance.
You would never expect Marjorie Harvey, who is known for her stylish fashion and as Harvey's arm candy, to be such a vile person of low standards. However, her questionable past has come under scrutiny, with reports detailing her involvement in breaking Steve's second marriage and even participating in some shady and illegal business activities with her first husband. Apparently, Marjorie wasn't hiding the shameful details of her past life from Steve, and even more. Seeing how madly in love the TV host was, she realized that she could do anything she wants without repercussions from his side.
Your hand off of me. Trade me in for no damn pool boy.
Many people are saying that there's something fishy in the entire incident, and the eagerness both Steve and Marjorie are trying to debunk the rumors, even asking their influential friends to chime in. As the old saying goes, there's a smoke, there's definitely fire, and netizens build more theories proving that Marjorie and Steve haven't been performing their marital duties for a while. As one user wrote, who said Marjorie wouldn't play Steve dirty with a broke man. Why not? Steve probably have men trouble. Why won't she cheat? She already have a rich husband. And another user added, she tried to throw Steve off with pool boy when it was security boy that she was screwing. She's was a nasty hoe anyway, Steve. Now you can find you a good lady. That's actually a chance that Marjorie and Steve's intimate life is not so great as it was when she was his mistress back in 2005. Now, with Steve turning 67 next year, Marjorie is 8 years younger, and apparently she has more needs than Steve, which she is successfully satisfying with the help of bodyguards, chefs, pool boys, and knows else. Plus, Steve doesn't spend much time at home, so we can only imagine how many opportunities to be with his wife he had missed because of his work.
Okay. So that's Steve's version of the comedy club. It was actually at the Rose Bowl. It was huge.
Now Marjorie doesn't look like a woman who wastes her free time waiting for a man to come back home. And if you've been following the story of her life, she was not even able to stay faithful to her first husband, a man named Jim Townsend, who bathed her in luxury and love just like Steve, but unfortunately, because of his illegal activities, he was jailed for life, and Marjorie chose to move on with her life.
She done gone on with her life, dating and whatever she doing. And I'm going over my life trying to, fight and get out of prison.
Marjorie's life quickly took a turn when she met another dealer, Donald Woods, who was known as Big Don. Marjorie became involved with Big Don, so she filed for divorce from Jim, and the two lovebirds moved to Miami together. They were living a lavish lifestyle sponsored by Big Don's trading activities. But again, to much of Marjorie's sadness, her second husband was arrested in one of the biggest busts in Memphis history. And 1 year after that, unfortunate turn of fate, Marjorie found her way to Steve's arms. Apparently, being with a media personality was much safer than living and looking over the shoulder every day. However, what Marjorie couldn't get rid of is her past habits, and since she has always considered herself a free bird, she kept living in the same debauchery as before.
There is a little bit of guilt that all of us carry when it comes to a broken marriage or the broken family.
Since marrying Steve, Marjorie has become a household name and has gained a reputation for her impeccable fashion sense. She has also become a social media influencer with millions of followers on Instagram. Her luxurious lifestyle has become a source of envy for many, but her past continues to haunt her. And that's why people believe that she's not that faithful. But judging by Steve's raw reactions, it's clear that the rumors hit the pain point.
I'm not discussing a damn thing with y'all. First of all y'all are stupid.
Well, Marjorie had certainly planned the entire life with Steve, and one of the smartest moves she ever made was making sure that the TV host would adopt all her biological kids and include them in his will. Now, with this ace in her sleeve, she can enjoy her life in freedom from any marital obligations. And knowing that Steve is busy making money, Marjorie for sure has enough people in that big mansion to keep it clean and tidy, and of course, to keep her company when she is lonely.
Yeah, but baby, when we got married,
It's okay. I've
said
got
I
a
don't-
friend that deals with little situations like this.
Now, here's another thing that makes people believe that Marjorie is having fun with family personnel, and you can't help but notice how Steve's biological kids react to the presence of the matron. First of all, they weren't on board with his hushed marriage to Marjorie, and as Steve himself mentioned in one interview this year, all the girls went bowling, came back and decided they didn't want us to get married, and said they don't think it's the right thing to do. In addition to that, several online sleuths pointed out that the twin sisters Karli and Brandy were often absent from Marjorie's family posts on social media, and it looks like the twins don't accept this lady as their stepmom and don't really want to get to know her.
It was that I was suffering in silence from all the emotions that I was suppressing. We all are walking around in this emotional dishonesty all the time.
It's enough that Marjorie is behaving this way, but apparently, she's teaching her daughter Lori the same thing. Well, no wonder why this family dynamics are so crazy, and every now and then, a new headline about tension and drama pops up in the media. It looks like Marjorie brought a lot of disruption to the family, and most importantly, she keeps her husband on a short leash so she can freely enjoy her life as if she doesn't have a husband at all. Many people are disappointed in Marjorie's image after this story with cheating, but at the same time, they say that only a blind person couldn't have noticed all the red flags about her. As one user wrote, she set Steve up. She knew he was easy. Steve starting to talk like he's brainwashed. And another user added, what? Her story speaks for itself, and she's definitely teaching it to her daughter. Well, looks like no one in this family is without a sin, and they perfectly know each other's faults. And what do you think about this, guys? Is the talk about Marjorie's infidelity true? And is Steve Harvey truly using his influence to remove inconvenient pieces about this incident? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm eager to know what you're thinking. And in the meantime, check my other videos about this wild trauma. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, and I promise to be back very soon.